Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a match between CLG EU and Azubu Frost. This is the second semifinals in the World Championships for League of Legends, played in Los Angeles, LA Live. And yeah, this is going to be awesome. So CLG had some problems qualifying, not because they weren't, better than the opponents, but because of the internet at the venue. Yeah, it was just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah, anyway, they made it out and they are now in the semi-finals. Where they are going up against Azubu Frost, who are, I believe, the best Korean team, so the #1 team from Korea. Yeah, well, the picks and such you can see. It is pretty much, yeah, the Jace really was the first pick, by the way. I did see that. For the rest, I didn't watch them because I normally don't really care. These guys have such intricate plans, and there are so many factors involved in why you pick a certain champion that, yeah, I can't really grasp that anyway. So, yeah, well, it has to do with what champion they feel comfortable with, what champion counters which other champion, which is the one thing I do understand, of course, because, well, the one champion that counters another champion, yeah, that's fine. I can understand that, but it is of course a little more complicated when we look at the things like which champion everyone's comfortable with, and which champion they expect the enemies to go for. Things like that. That is really, yeah, way harder. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. What is true here is that we have an Ezreal on CLG, so CLG is going to win. Don't get me wrong, I haven't seen this yet. Yeah, also they have Jace, so then they're definitely going to win. Now the enemies, they have Shen and Alistar. Wow. Yeah, so two very strong champions that normally are banned out. Well, either banned out or picked. That is the story of Alistar. Because if he's not banned, he has a 100% chance of getting picked in this tournament. It has been crazy, at least up until the semi-final. Or well, yeah, I guess the quarterfinals, last match. Up until then, he either got banned or he got picked, and here he got picked again. And I haven't watched the picks and bans for these last few games, so I don't really know. So yeah, it's the early game is going to be farm, and then after that a little bit of farm, and then once we're done with that, well, things will start to happen. Of course, both teams will attempt to keep the lane as much in the middle as possible. So yeah, if one of them is hitting the minions, the other one will do that as well. And wow, a nice knockback there. And the gank is coming in. Come on, Snoopy! Yes, there we go. Lots of CC going down there, but yeah, they get the kill pretty easily actually. Did not expect it to be that easy. Anyway, excellently done. CLG picking up first blood, giving them a 500 gold head start. And yeah, we'll just have to see how this ranks up. So, Miss Fortune, yeah, great at harassing. She has that slow, which is excellent, but really doesn't have the range to go up against someone normally. So we're going to have to see what they make of this, because well, it is a really strange choice to say the least, and especially against Ezreal. I'm assuming Ezreal was picked before Miss Fortune, because otherwise, yeah, I don't really know what you're doing. Because if Ezreal is available, you need to play Ezreal. If Ezreal is not available, so if he's banned or picked, then normally people go for Graves, and I don't know what the third one is. There are three guys that get picked all the time. I guess Tristana or something like that. Another gang going off in this top lane, by the way. Just so you know that I do see these things. Yeah, they get another easy kill. That knockback is really strong. And that's also the reason why, well, Jace has been so popular. Jace, of course, not part of the big three. Or the trinity of AD carries. Because, yeah, he's really not an AD carry. He is really a top laner. And he turned out to be a very good champion design. Although slightly stronger than other champions. And therefore overpowered considered to other champions. But yeah, well, everyone has their advantages. But he has he has so many utility things in addition to his damage, and that is why he's being played so much in that top lane, of course. But yeah, the Yorick should be doing okay in the later game. That's why they're ganking him now, because now they can actually kill him. And as long as they can keep him down, so they can keep him at a low enough minion count and just kill him every now and then he shouldn't become too much of a problem in that later game. Of course, he can be a really big pain in the ass, especially with that ultimate. If he gets that ultimate on someone who does a lot of damage, or has a lot of, no, well, not so much a lot of HP, but someone who has a lot of damage will give him a great ghost, or whatever it's called, an image, a doppelganger. I don't know what they call it. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's just great. In general, he just well, gives you an additional AD carry normally, and yeah, if the AD carry dies in that time, it actually gives you 2 extra AD carries. So yeah, that's excellent, of course, because at first it gives you the AD carry itself. Well, that's normal. Then the shadow is created by the ultimate. And then if he dies, he revives and he becomes the third one. So you actually can get 3 AD carries because of that instead of the 1. So that is a very strong thing to have, and wow, this is going to be a very risky gank if they actually go for this. But I don't think they are actually going to go for this. Okay, or they are, but this is super risky, and yeah, there you go. That was just too risky. I mean, especially with that oracles on Snoopy, which meant that if he dies, they're going to lose 2 kills at the same time. And yeah, with Jace being very squishy, it's kind of, yeah, it was just too risky. Let's just call it that. I mean, I called it well before the gank actually went off, and they should have seen that as well. And since the guy was 0-2, he wasn't even worth 300 gold. He's like 150. And then with the assist, I guess you get to about 250, but still, that's really not worth it. So Morgana picking up that raid camp, which is great. That's excellent to have that. And pink warding that brush, that is excellent. Let's see if they can actually make something out of that, because it does mean that well, that they kind of have control over that bush until either Soraka puts in a pink ward of their own, or until the ward times out. But yeah, apparently they have been having some trouble with that. Oh, and here comes the oracles. The oracles, yeah, good enough to pick up that pink ward as well, of course. And wow. I don't know what happened there, but he got snared and took a lot of damage. I think that's what happened, but wow. Taking a lot of damage there, and oh, Morgana actually used her ultimate on that as well. That's why he took so much damage. Yeah, excellent. That's the way she's supposed to be played, of course. Nice and aggressive. And are they going to pick up this kill on the dragon? The blue team gets the dragon, and yeah, then the red team picks up 1 kill. Oh, maybe, yeah, second kill for, but this time for the blue team. And are they going to make it work? No! Everyone gets out! Oh my god! So many guys at low health! And yeah, that wasn't going to kill anyone. That almost killed someone. Oh man, why did we miss that? Why did they go to that bottom lane? Who cares that Asriel's recalling? This is probably directed camera. I can't believe that anything else was there. I mean, no commentator makes that mistake of getting out of a fight and then going to watch someone recall. Man, yeah, he shot the Jay shot at that bush, and I think Morgana threw some crap in there, and then it almost resulted in the kill on Misfortune. But yeah, the overall score 3-2. So yeah, that's good for the Asians here. They actually came back a little bit. Still 1k gold between them. 1k gold, not a big deal. It is what, like 8%, something like that. It's less even. It's like something like 7%, something like that. But it doesn't really matter how much it is. It is 1k gold out of 14. So yeah, that's not a big deal. Oh! Ultimate goes down, but he's not going to kill both of them, right? No. Wow, that almost worked. I can't believe how tanky Morgana is, man. That spell fam just gets her so much life back. And yeah, Shen doing an awesome ultimate there. Yeah, he used his ultimate on Skartis, and because of that, Skartis actually got to live. And Froggen is not going to engage here because it is too risky. Excellent heal by Soraka, preemptive, and yeah, well, that was no problem. Therefore, and with Soraka next to you, you have increased magic resist, so that also helps. Soraka, an excellent choice. It still is. This is still all Soraka picture, so you can see her for the last time. Man, they really increased the visuals on that. I just realized how bad this looked. But yeah, well, I normally don't look at the puppets. I normally look at the gameplay. But yeah, I can see why they updated that, because it was really bad. Oh my god. Yeah, well, for the beginning of the game, of course, it was awesome. It was awesome that you just had a new character, and it looked okay. But I think it's brilliant from them that they keep updating their game, and they keep just making it better, or attempting to make it better. Would be great if they actually made it better. But visually, it at least gets better with the well, the better graphics on the whole Summoner's Rift thing. So the whole map, and then of course the various character models they updated, and yeah, well, in general, just. And of course the art, the splash art, the big pictures that you get, or the pictures that you get from the loading screen, and the pictures on the left and right side of your screen right now. So yeah, all in all, great deal. And let's see if we can actually get some action in this game, because well, it's 3-2, but that's about all that that can be said for this game. Nothing real has happened yet, except for the double gank in the top lane. That was pretty interesting. Unfortunately, they did not follow up on that, because I could have ganked that. What's his name? Anyway, they could have ganked top lane a couple more times. Yorick, that's his name. In order to, well, just get pure dominance in that top lane. Because Wicked, if he can, if he can get a lot of gold, then he becomes a second AD carry. And a second AD carry would be excellent in this team. Because, well, the second AD carry would carry your game. And now he's 117 versus 114. One kill each, not really ahead. 2 assists ahead, I guess. But yeah, that's not really dominating enough to allow them to win the game off of that. In the middle lane, yeah, it is 20-25 minion difference. And Morgana actually doing a great job. Morgana, of course, really good at farming. But Karthus will be good at farming as well, once he gets the damage going. So all the minions they can prevent on him here are going to really matter in that in the rest of the game, because it takes him longer to get the damage that he needs to to just wipe out whole minion waves. And of course, yeah, the longer they can keep that there, so the longer they can keep Karthus away from that gold, the less minions he's going to get. And of course this long range harassment doesn't help him either. As if he can't come near the minions, it's pretty hard to farm. Ezreal, however, is losing to the Misfortune. 25 minions or so, 20 minions I guess, between them. And yeah, all in all, it is it's a big deal. I mean, 20 minions may not seem like a lot, but it is a pretty big deal. 20 minions is about 400 gold, and yes, that is going to make a difference. Yeah, harassing Shen, that is not going to do anything. There you go. Soraka taking down a turret, because Soraka is so good at killing turrets here. It's incredible. It seems that we have a Shen coming in here, and he didn't get snared. Yeah, Shen is tanky enough to withstand whatever. Too late on the shield there, but hey, that's the way it is. Yeah, and we're just waiting around. They are also just running around trying to engage somewhere or trying to farm somewhere else. But both teams not really interested in going for the kill just yet, because, well, it's risky. So this dragon is it's great that they have a dragon and a baron on the map, because it allows people to fight for something, and it gets it gets people into the same area. Because if you lose dragon early, then it can really cost you the entire game. So we are going to go for dragon right here. The red team is all grouped up, however, and Karthus is just going to jump in the middle of them and actually get killed. And the blue team is going to run out, and they should be fine, right? Yes, they are fine. Karthus picked up the dragon. How did he not die? Oh! Was that the ultimate from... Yeah, I think so. There must have been. Because he died. But the ultimate from Yorick actually allowing them to keep that Karthus alive, that is really nice. That is an awesome combination of champions. Because Karthus is so good when he's dead, that if you let him die twice, then, or if you give him even, well, 10 extra seconds while being dead, that is just awesome. It's a really good combination. So it means that they did get to pick up dragon with a champion that was already dead, zoning the entire enemy team out. Keeping everyone out of the range, and yeah, wow, that's an excellent thing to have. Huh. Can't believe I've never seen that before. Anyway, 500 gold between the two teams, so yeah, that's nothing. That's really, they're just equal. Even though there are 2 more kills and including a first blood on CLG. That means that, yeah, that dragon took care of most of that gold difference. So basically the minions took care of it, but the most important minion of all is of course that dragon. Well, from what we've seen so far. I mean, Baron is of course more important, but nobody has Baron yet. And we will have to see when they start on that. So a snare going down, but yeah, that little bit of damage, not enough to kill him. And he does take out the ward. So many wards get taken down in these games, man. It's insane. And yeah, let's see if we can actually get something done now, because everyone is grouped up. Well, not everyone, I guess. But yeah, the entire red team is here. So yeah, everyone. I thought I missed one, but I may be wrong. No. All of them were grouped up, but they didn't go for a kill. They just went for the blue buff. And yeah, Shen apparently going for some jungle here. Yeah, let's not do anything apparently. That's the motto. So CLG getting another turret out of that because of the indecisiveness of the Asian team. And yeah, that's not really what you want to have in this stage of the competition. You want to have decisive actions, and if you group up with everyone, you need to make sure that you actually get something done, just like this. And yeah, it didn't work, but it was a good action. It was a good attempt. And cart is actually low, but yeah, no problem. No problem. Cart's actually got ulted there by Yorick again. I don't know if that Cart's ghost actually does anything except for, well, auto attacks. Because I don't think he does anything else. So yeah, because of that failed engage, the CLG team gets another kill. And Azubu Frost, yeah, they're really on the back foot here. They are only 2k gold behind, so they can easily still come back if they have a good engage at some point. But yeah, for now they are behind, and 2k gold of course is yeah, nothing. Still the 1/15th that we had in that earlier part of the game, and that is just not a big deal. But yeah, the CLG team is just pushing turret after turret after turret, kind of in a TSM kind of style, grouping up with the entire team, grabbing turrets and then going and spreading out again and grabbing another turret. Or no, well, grabbing some minions and then grouping up again, getting another turret. A nice ward there over the wall, seeing the Morgana come in. And Dragon is up in 1 minute apparently. So yeah, Dragon timer is awesome because then we can see that. I hope they will add that to the spectator mode soon, because it would be awesome to have. Maybe this is just experimental. Yeah, well, I don't know. Would be great to have anyway. Where did she? Yeah, she died, right? Yeah, I didn't see anything, but I may have missed everything. Because I didn't see like the announcements where it says they killed Misfortune, and I didn't see the little block in the bottom right side or the right side in general. Maybe I missed that. I was just wondering where she went, but she just died. Oh, maybe she got ulted by Yorick. I don't know what the cooldown on that is, but it might actually have been the case. She got ulted by Yorick and she died a lot earlier already. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, Shen just pushing this top lane, getting some minions, and it seems that Morgana wants to have this blue buff, not pulling it into the bush, which is fine for now because there's nobody there. But yeah, it is always risky to do it like that, because if someone actually has a ward on it, so if they just drop the ward over the side, they can still see it. Of course, if they have a ward in the bush, it doesn't really matter where you are. It just gives you fake protection because you think you're safe, but you really aren't. So yeah, it's really, yeah, just farming. And I know it's an important part of the game, but it kind of annoys me at times that there's so much time spent in farming, and yeah, then we get another dragon, so another opportunity to get into a team fight, and what happens is, yeah, the red team just picks it up. Even though the blue team is ahead, the red team picks it up because the blue team says, well, we'd rather have that top turret than your dragon, and yeah, take our advantage out of that. And yeah, so no team fights. Kinda sucky. I want to have team fights, man. Really, really, really. So yeah, it seems that we are all here now, except for Shen, who is in the mid lane, because that's what Shen does, split push all day. And they're going to grab a whole lot of damage on this guy. Shen is not coming in. Oh yeah, wow, I was really wondering whether they were really going to let him go, but nope, not so much. So Shen taking out that middle turret, but yeah, that's not going to scare them at all. Yeah, this turret is going to go down, or at least it should go down. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, the first middle turret versus your inhibitor turret plus inhibitor, that's not a good deal. So I don't know what Azubu Frost is thinking here. They're probably just thinking, well, we need to do something, so might as well send out this guy. And yeah, then when the first guy got killed, they couldn't defend that tower, so there was no reason for Shen to go back. Yeah, I guess that's it. 4k gold between them now. 36 versus 40. And yeah, 4k gold is of course because of the 5 towers that they have extra. 7 versus 2. And yeah, a little bit because of the minions maybe. I don't know. No, I think the minions are pretty much similar. Shen has a lot more minions than Maokai though. And Alistar has a lot more minions than Soraka. But for the rest, yeah, it's pretty much the same. It's at least similar. It's not like any of the champions, except for Shen, has a huge advantage over their direct counterpart. The 25 minions on Misfortune could have been a big deal, but yeah, at this stage in the game, yeah, it's that 400 gold isn't really that big a deal anymore. But yeah, she still has that advantage, of course. But yeah, well, Asriel has the mobility advantage, and that is a way more significant advantage than anything else. And they are going to take down this turret now, unless the red team is going to defend straight away. But the red team is split up. Yeah, they had 2 guys, 3 guys maybe even in the jungle. And Wow, the black shield actually protecting against that taunt from Shen, and I think even the slow from Misfortune. So yeah, it's really hard to go to taunt someone if they have the black shield on them. Wow, just come on guys, come on, you can do this. I want CLG to win, just so we're clear. Yes, I am very partial to them. I am not unbiased at all. I just want CLG to win. Actually, I wanted CLG North America to win, but they were much too cocky, and yeah, they kind of didn't have a chance anyway. But yeah, CLG EU still able to win this, and they are great players as well. It's just that I don't know these the Asian players, any of the Asian players, to be honest. And I wish they that I would have more of their gameplay to cast, because that would make me like them more. Of course, if I know their playstyle a little bit better, I will like them better, because well, that's the way it works with most of the players, except for M5. I don't like M5. I have my reasons, mostly because they are winning because of their little tricks instead of just being better players. And that kind of annoys me, but that's not the main reason. But anyway, we get into a team fight. Karts is being really aggressive, but getting what's it called? Exhaust on him. And he still picks up some kills, but it is for now 4 versus 2 in the kill count. And wow, Shen actually back up, and he hasn't used his ultimate yet. So he can actually come into the fight, but there is no fight to be had. Yeah, it was not the greatest. So yeah, super minions in the base. They took down a little bit of the health of these towers. But yeah, the towers really, yeah, they're going to regenerate, no problem. That's the advantage of those Nexus turrets. If you just hold off the push for long enough, they will heal back up to full. So you either kill them completely, or they're going to keep healing. Of course, it's a very, very, very slow heal. So yeah, it takes multiple minutes for like, well, this kind of damage to heal back up. So yeah, damage you did previously in the game, as long as it's not like 15 minutes ago, can still be useful for you. Wow. Nuking down the Alistar, actually getting his ultimate, and wow, once again doing that, but now with Yorick. And yeah, they can just safely do Baron here, because nobody's going to come close to them. Yeah, there you go. Blue team picks up the Baron. And yeah, this is man, this is going to suck for the other team, for the Azubu Frost, because they're just too far behind. And they know they're too far behind. So this is all just desperate moves, and they just realized that, well, we can't even stay close to them because of the poke damage, and that poke damage is insane. I mean, it's Ezreal, that's all skill shot, so it's all poke. And then Morgana with her combination of Q and E. No, I don't know. The Tormented Soil and the Snare. I don't know if that's the W or the E, but it doesn't matter. I think the W is the shield. Then we have the great shots there from Jace. Yeah, long range, very fast shots there, and they do a lot of damage. And here is Azubu Frost doing a last-ditch effort. And are they actually going to turn it around? For now, nobody really dying. Yeah, there goes Jace. He was split off from the team, but it seems that yeah, the blue team is going to come out ahead on this, getting 2 kills in a row here. And wow, the card is actually, yeah, getting some damage off, but the hourglass preventing the damage on Morgana. And actually, a kill for Soraka! So yeah, bye bye. Alistar getting, yeah, pummeled into the ground, I would say. And I'm going to just pick up these two turrets and grab the Nexus. So it would be awesome if we got to see that last fight again. But yeah, first let's kill the Nexus. Come on, guys. Just kill it already. There you go. It took them still a long time to kill that Nexus, but yeah, well. They had it anyway. So very well played, and yeah, that's the way we like him. Anyway, on to game number 2. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.